Man, I'm gonna hear about this.
You're the reason I can't ever leave this place.
Come on, start. Damn it, start! Come on.
It's not the projector. Over here. You're welcome.
Thank you. Projector was messed up.
It was your splices. That was shit.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, brother.
Don't worry, I'll fix it later. It's hard enough for us to even get these 35mm prints anymore. Don't destroy the ones we have, okay?
Doesn't matter. It'll be digital soon enough anyway.
Don't remind.
Just think about it, Francis. We get you out of this booth heat, and we won't need a full-time projectionist.
I like the heat. It makes me feel alive.
Still,
That's the problem these days. People don't have any work ethic. No one cares.
pipe down. You know I've got work ethic.
Sure, when it's something you want, but you don't care.
I'm here. I care.
Not for the same reasons I do.
Doesn't make my reasons wrong.
No. Yours are probably the right ones.
So what are your reasons?
I'm an old dog who won't learn new tricks.
Then stay. Help me keep this place alive. You can learn the new tricks.
I don't wanna.
Then stay for Olivia. She could use all the help she could get.
No, it wouldn't be the same. It's time for me to go.
Good night, Francis.
Hey, Dad.
Good morning, Olivia.
How's it coming?
It's coming.
You guys have to be one of the last people to switch from film to digital. Why so late?
Best for last.
You gotta be one of the last, that's for sure. We've been getting flown all over the world installing these projectors. Figured everyone had it done in the States.
Where have you been installing?
Most recently, Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, army bases for the troops. Kind of figured if we're being flown across the world, set up a digital projector, everyone stateside must be converted already.
Not everyone.
We set up tent cinemas.
Fort Base Cinemas.
We have a disagreement on the names.
It's nearly impossible to EQ sound when you have F-16 fighters flying overhead, tanks driving around you.
At least with digital, you EQ it once and you won't have to do it again. Plus, get you out of this booth heat and no projectionist needed. You just set up the digital for the week and huzzah, you're done.
It looks and sounds far superior too.
Well, it is hard for us to say goodbye to film. It has a spirit.
Wow, you really seem to care for film. Kind of surprised you switched over from reel to platters.
Well, it helps with the arthritis. Of course, it'd also be easier if certain people weren't making bad splices all the time and forcing me to cut out huge chunks of the film.
Yeah. I was waiting to hear that. Thank you for fixing it.
Sure. You know, they were talking about Afghanistan. It reminded me of my time in the Marine Corps. They're on Parris Island. The command rented a small theater, a lot like this one, and brought all the Marines in to watch E.T. And they gave us a small bag of popcorn, a 12-ounce soda. The Marines weren't supposed to have sodas, so we all drank it real quick, except for me. I savored mine. I cherished it. I made it last until the end of the movie when the flower died.
Yes, and sitting in that theater reminded you of home. It was right then and there you decided you couldn't wait to get back here and run this place with our grandparents. You've told everyone this story, over and over.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't forget it. This might be the last time I can tell it to you.
It doesn't have to be that way. You can always go stand behind her and learn too.
No. No, I don't think so. We've lost our romance.
We?
Theaters. We used to have these big marquee letters, 10.5 inches high with gold lights around them. And now we've got these little flat plastic squares with a blue tint.
Those are LEDs. They save on electricity.
Still, they're inanimate, lifeless objects. Just like this digital crap that Hollywood's trying to foist off on us.
Projectors are inanimate. It's just equipment.
Not film. Film has life. Film has a heart. They've taken the romance, the passion, the guts of the entire thing out. And now it's all digital hard drives and mediocrity.
You're just trying to make me feel guilty.
No. This isn't my fight anymore. It's hers. The whole new generation. They're the ones who need to deal with it. It's time for me to move on. She'll be a lot better off after I'm gone and this equipment's gone.
Are you going to be ready for tomorrow night?
Yeah. I'm gonna stay here tonight, learn the new digital system. You know, be ready.
So, when are we going to take these out?
Saturday morning, after the double feature.
Lifeless, inanimate objects.
good?
Yeah,
It's almost time.
okay. Hello, greetings, and thank you for coming. Tonight is a bittersweet night. With tonight's double feature, we are saying goodbye to the past. My family's past. And hello to the future. Our future. This theater was opened in 1919 by my grandparents. At that time, you'd be less likely to see a movie, but more likely to see a live show, or a jazz band, and it even had a secret speakeasy downstairs. You know, the Roaring Twenties and all. About a decade later, my grandparents went on a vacation. And on their trip, they experienced their first ever movie palace. So when they returned, they converted this theater into a picture house. They served all the greats at the time. Popcorn, good and plenty candy bites, and still had that not-so-secret speakeasy downstairs. After they had 2 children, 2 brothers, my father Stephen and my uncle Francis. Francis served as a Marine for 8 years, and he loved to tell the story of visiting a small theater while still on Parris Island. The Marines were put on a strict diet. No sugar, no candy, no popcorn, nothing. But the theater owners didn't know this. And they gave every Marine that came in a free popcorn and soda as a thank you for your service. All the Marines, aside from my uncle, finished their concessions within the first 5 minutes of the film. But not Francis. He said sitting in that theater brought him back here, watching the movie, drinking a soda and eating his popcorn, savoring every sip and every bite. After he returned here and worked with my grandparents, learning all the ins and outs. So when they retired, he took over. 23 years later, just as the final reel of a film was rolling through, Francis died suddenly of a heart attack. When the projector didn't shut off, that's when I went upstairs to find him. Found him. After my father took over. And tonight, I take over. The first time I ever threaded a film by myself, I checked and rechecked and made sure that I did it right. But something was off. The top sprocket had been left open. I was so mad at myself. But then I found out my uncle did that as a joke. And he laughed and laughed and laughed. So tonight, not only are we saying goodbye to 35mm film, but also to the spirit of the cinema, to a spirit that's with us, to a spirit that's with me. My uncle loved 35mm film, and he would have hated digital. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. But I think he would have loved digital for the fact that it's keeping the place that he loved opened. And also I feel that his spirit might take some well-deserved R&R. Thank you for coming. And no, there is no secret speakeasy anymore. Let's do this together.
I'm very proud of you. This is yours now. Brother, I never meant to.
I know. It's out of your control. But you needed to keep the theater running. It's what our grandparents would have wanted.
They wanted you to run it.
I did. But I'm not here anymore. It's time to move on. Retire. Take some R&R, as Olivia said.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. I stayed for you. You never wanted to run this place. I knew that. But I couldn't see it close. So I stayed around to help you. And to make sure you didn't give up and shut it down. Besides, you've got Olivia now. She's young, she understands and can care for the new. I just didn't want to. Old dog, new tricks. I didn't want to be creeping around the next time Olivia brought another boyfriend upstairs.
She does what?
Calm down. If you remember, we had our share of young ladies up there as well when we were her age.
Film strip under the doorknob.
Exactly.
Stay.
Ouch.
It's in good hands.
I know. I know. I'll be right here.
Bye.
Death of 35, huh?
Well,
Actually, it's the death of me,
death of you.
along with the 35.